The hottest pop culture stories of the day, like Martha Stewart's partying with the Kardashians. And I want to know who's getting paid for that. Plus, Brittany C is not as tough as Brittany H. This is Hot to Go. I'm Brittany.
I'm Kendall.
And I'm Mike.
Martha Stewart, we started this, what was it, like about 2 years ago, where the Kardashians mentioned how badly they wanted to be associated with Martha Stewart. And as all narratives on Keeping Up with the Kardashians or whatever they're calling themselves on whatever network now goes, it happened. They hung out with Martha Stewart. It was obviously something that Martha got paid for. Well, I don't know if this still holds true, if Martha Stewart is still getting paid to hang out with Kim Kardashian, or if it's at a point of like, all right, I'll go to your party. They're having this big Skims collaborations with Nike. Skims, and Nike's doing this whole workout lines with Skims. I've looked at it. It's okay. But anyways, Martha Stewart shows up at this big old event in New York City on Wednesday night. And now we've got Martha Stewart on the runway with Khloe, Kim, and Kris Jenner.
I love this.
Do you? Is this the collab? Is this the real collab in your life, not the Skims Nike?
Oh, God. You know me enough to know I love this. Because I love my Kardashians. I love my Martha Stewart. To see them together is like my icons all wrapped in one event. It's beautiful. It's like peanut butter and jelly, Ben and Jerry's. They're just meant to be together, you know?
Yeah.
It feels really good. And also, women who are kind of bitchy and like get where they want to go.
Yeah.
Mildly, like a word we can't even say. But you know what word I'm looking for?
One of my favorite words.
Tea. I mean, put them together. It's just the magic sauce.
Are you saying Kris or Kim? Who are you saying? I know you mean Martha. Obviously.
I mean Martha, and I mean all of them. They all have their moments. I think Kris is the matriarch of all of it.
Yeah. I don't know if Kim's necessarily like falls in line with
that.
Yeah, she's kind of more, I think, a softer personality.
Khloe definitely is. Mm-hmm. Every day of her life. That's why she's my favorite Kardashian. I love them together. I love that they've become this little weird friendship.
Yeah.
That she didn't see coming. But why didn't we see it coming? We should have.
And I also think it has a big part of they had it in New York. So this for Martha is, okay, am I going to stay at my New York house or my Hamptons house? I guess I'll stay in New York tonight and stop in.
I do love what Martha's wearing, too. All the Kardashian women are wearing, workout-esque clothing, I'm sure, from the line.
They look like cat burglars.
Let's
just say, let's normalize calling somebody a cat burglar at this point.
Like sexy cat burglar.
Yeah, I mean, which one isn't? Cat burglars are sexy. Have you seen The Sims? So I just go, they look crazy. I know that, this is the look. This is what they're selling. This is insanity that we are showing up in this way, where our full-on outfit, to go pee in this outfit will take an hour of your life. Your whole shoes are now connected to your pants, connected to your shirt.
I mean, if the shirt, it looks like they're not fully connected if we're talking about pee problems.
I don't know.
I'm just saying. I love that Martha was like, no, I shan't be wearing that.
No.
I will be wearing my blazer. I will be wearing my platform shoes. Thank you very much. I will walk this carpet, but none of us will touch. I will not wear your gym athleisure wear, and I will be the only blonde on said carpet. Don't even pretend that any of you actually are. And I said, I feel that, Martha. Thank you. Thank you for being yourself.
They have
as always.
The workout stuff's cute. It looks like aloe, to be honest, because it's very neutral vibes. But they do have these really weird, undies looks that they're trying to push, where you wear an undie with a sheer thing over it. Mm-hmm. To which, if I start seeing this at Lifetime, I'm going to be uncomfortable with, and I'm half naked all the time. And it's a weird vibe. It doesn't look comfy. It doesn't look helpful.
They definitely went hardcore on the sexual side of it.
Yeah.
On the branding of the video that came out originally with all the athletes that are Nike athletes that then, of course, were rocking Skims. It was butt. Watch me do a bench press, butt. Watch me hike this mountain, butt. It was all booty, which makes sense. It's a Kim Kardashian line.
Yeah.
You're going to hug it. Hug it.
Yep.
Congratulations, guys.
Good job.
All the wealthy
good job
rich
at getting
people.
Martha there.
We like that.
She's like, I will be wearing a blazer.
But if you'd gotten her in Nike Skims, that would have been
We still have a thirst trap on our way. I'm sure she'll be rocking it with the undie look and the see-through pants.
Somewhere. Brittany C just is not as bad as Brittany H. And by bad, I mean bad B. Brittany Cartwright was on Special Forces. Kind of made a big deal out of it because she made a big deal of it. She's like, I need to do this. I want to be on Special Forces, World's Toughest Test. If you didn't know, it's a show that celebrities like Real Housewife of Orange County, not Orange County, of New Jersey. Teresa Giudice is on this season.
Yes.
We've got Jesse James. Her daughter Gia. We've got Jesse James Decker and her husband, Eric Decker, former Gopher football player. Like it's people who are celebrities, but maybe not ones you would immediately recognize.
And last year, it would be Brittany Cartwright's co-host from Vanderpump Rules, Tom Sandoval, was on it.
Okay. So Brittany Cartwright's on it. She's like, I really need this. I want to prove, I just got out of this really, in her words, abusive relationship.
Yep.
That was the hardest thing I've ever had to do. I can do anything. I want to do this now. So she goes and does episode 1 and she's like, I knew I was going to be first. I effing knew it. I'm so embarrassed.
Like she wanted to leave first?
She got kicked off the very first episode. And she's like, I wanted to do it because I've been through so much this year. I'd found this inner strength again to leave Jax Taylor in this toxic relationship. She goes, she said Jax, her ex, was writing me and saying, you're not going to make it far, even before I came here. So she's like, I wanted to prove people wrong. And I'd be like, yes, I am. She goes, well, first I had to do this thing where I jumped out of this plane and I really don't like heights. So I failed that test. But then the real test was when she had to carry these large bags of supplies to their base camp. And she's like, I just basically said, listen, I'm not in my best shape right now. And I basically told everyone, I'm dying. I don't think I can make it. And then the trainer that was with them was like, you can do it. I believe in you, yelling at her military style. And she's like, no, literally, I think I'm having an anxiety attack and I'm done.
I was,
just girl, maybe we should have prepared for this a little bit more.
As much as I want to dunk on her, right? Because I've been to basic training, I've been yelled at, I've done all the things. You don't need to, right? You're going through a lot right now, Brittany Cartwright. You're going through a really public divorce, a really public abusive relationship. She has either a 3 or 4-year-old where they're trying to figure out where on the autism spectrum he falls.
Oh, their son. Yeah, I think I just read he's 4.
Yes. Yeah, you don't need this. No. You don't need to roll around in the mud. This proves nothing. You're still very strong. Mm. This is not transferable skills. No. You live in the Valley in California. You don't need. You're fine.
Right. And honestly, your physical strength and your mental strength are not correlated.
No.
At all. You've met some really buff dudes who are just not.
When I was
everywhere else.
When I was a medic in the military, we'd have to do this thing where we'd let a bunch of people in and you'd go around and give shots. We'd always have a bunch of big old cushions and we'd have a big mat in the middle. Because when the big buff guys would come in and you'd start to see them go pale, I can't catch you. Yeah. I can't catch you. I'm not trying to break my wrist today. So when I'd start to see them go pale, because those were the big bad muscle guys would go pale when you're giving them shots. You just push them to the center of the
lightly.
mat. Lightly. No, because you want them to fall that way. And that's where the mat is. But also that's where I am not. It was always the biggest, baddest dudes. Mm-hmm. And they would go pale in the face.
Yeah, I feel you, Brittany Cartwright. I agree with Brittany H over here that girl, you didn't need to do this. It's fine. I guess. I
hope you got your bag.
Yeah, the drill sergeant that was with her was like, you got to make a decision on if you want to continue this or not. And so she just said, no, I can't. I'm done. I'm going to throw up. I'm really sorry. I feel like, beep, I got to go. And that was it.
This happens all the time, right? There's moments in your life where you're like, this isn't for me. And this happened a lot in the military for me where I remember bayonet training, which is a big old knife you put on the end of your rifle.
What is this? The Revolutionary War?
Yeah. So we had to do this bayonet course where you have these big old dummies made of tires and you jump over things and you'd have to yell, kill, and stab into that. And I remember I was in my mind, and I'm a female medic and I was a great medic in the military. But at the end of the day, if it comes down to me fighting terrorism with a knife on the end of my rifle, I'm done. I'm done. That's not wherever I don't have that in me. I also go, yeah, where if I'm holding the front line with this, we're not in a great place.
George Washington would probably agree with you.
Yeah, I think USA, like, that shouldn't fall on my shoulders at that point.
This is the Tea Party?
Like, we were in convoys. We deployed in convoys. We were in giant vehicles, and I'm out in the freaking middle of one of the Carolinas. I don't remember which one, screaming, kill with no. There's just times in your life where you go, this isn't for me.
Yeah, I mean, I say that about like ice cream sometimes, so that's
Totally.
basically the same
Exactly the same thing. Relatable.
Relatable.
It's the end of an era. I do have to warn you. First off, Law and Order had its season 27 premiere.
Whoa.
Law and Order still going strong, people. But I want to warn you. There's a little bit. I'm not a little bit. There's a giant spoiler I'm about to give us all.
Okay, you all get 5 seconds. That started.
And it's going to come back. We're going to come back right after.
Yep, don't worry.
We lost Captain Olivia Benson.
Did you just say what I think you just said?
I think I did. Even saying it feels wrong.
Like the Olivia Benson is not on the show?
Correct.
What the hell are they doing? How are they going to have Law and Order without her?
I don't know. I didn't watch it. I just found that out and thought, wow, that's wild.
What?
Yeah.
No. Did you actually read this?
Yeah, she's
no,
gone.
It's not her. It's her captain, Brittany.
No, it's her.
It's the end of an era for Captain Olivia Benson. Thursday's Law & Order SVU premiere opened with Liv attending the wake for Captain Donald Cragen.
Oh, you're right. I did.
Her boss of many years. So it's the captain.
Hey, guys, it wasn't a spoiler alert.
Oh, my God.
I just read.
I hope so many people listening right now are like, you just ruined my life, but now I'm fine again. When I asked you, how do they go on? I meant it. I'm like, she is SVU.
Wow.
How is this not everywhere?
I was shocked. I was like,
Yeah,
how did
everybody was.
they kill her off?
Let me be clear. When Brittany said she read an article,
No.
she forgot to take her medication this morning. And she did not read the article.
Here's the thing I thought. I was like, I don't want to read this because I don't care about any of the details because it was like the plot of it. And I was like, I can't believe they killed off Olivia Benson. Beep-a-doop-a-bop. So much so, I put it in the grid like, oh my God.
Like, you read one sentence and it says who's dead and it's not her.
To be fair, the day they do kill off Olivia Benson, there's going to be promos running on NBC for 7 months. I mean, they're going to be just putting this everywhere to make sure everybody watches that episode. She's going to have a beautiful send-off. It's not just going to be some
Just not
random
me.
TVline.com website.
Which, by the way, the website is like tvline.com/ Law and Order SVU Cragen Dead. Season 27 premiere recap. Like, it says it in the title. That's not Olivia Benson.
I was shocked.
Well, clearly.
And I was like, I don't care about the plot. Whatever. It's just crazy they killed her off.
I don't know if I can ever trust you again.
You shouldn't.
Any story you bring. No wonder you like Radar Online.
I love it. You just feed it to me quickly. It's right in the headline.
Oh, my God. Hey, guys, if you're just joining us, don't worry. You actually didn't get a spoiler.
No, actually, you should be. Honestly, you're welcome because I killed your favorite character and my BFF Ride or Die co-host brought her back to life for you.
Oh, my God. I resuscitated her, and she was the medic.
Ah!
Oh, Lord.
Hey, guys, that's on me. I was shocked. I read that and went, wow.
Hey, guys, that's why
you
you
did
paid
read it and went, wow.
I skimmed it and went, wow.
I would like everyone to know that's called reading comprehension.
Thank you.
Some of us retain it more than others.
I purposely was like, I'm not reading the plot of this. I didn't even watch season 25. Why would I read 26 episode?
Why would I just ruin a fan base's like potential life over this information?
Hey, guys, you're welcome.
If Taylor Swift
Sometimes
listens,
you
she's gonna be
can't-
so mad at you.
Sometimes you got to get your heart rate up. I did you a favor today, guys. Don't email.
I'm gonna read. Okay, your next story. Let me just read it to myself while you talk. Just in case.
Well,
Okay.
this one's pretty straightforward. As we know, Halsey's had a rare T-cell lymphoproliferative disorder. I don't really know what that is, except it's something around lupus and then something with her T cells.
Okay.
She had been undergoing chemotherapy, and she gave a really candid health update around it in her upcoming tour, kind of giving a heads up that, like, I'm trying really hard. Coming on here to give you guys a speed round of updates. Just did another few sessions of chemo and had a new port placed. I also can't stand for like a week or more. You guys see me between treatments where I have energy. The time flies by when I'm recovering, so it doesn't seem like so long, but it's definitely a while. So kind of the idea of like, I'm really working to keep this upcoming tour in place. It kicks off October 14th. It goes through February. She wants, like I said, it starts off in LA. She really wants to be back in action, but she's kind of giving you that, like, just so you know, I'm still going through treatments.
Yeah, it's amazing too. She wasn't diagnosed until 2022.
Yeah, it wasn't that long ago.
And lupus is one of those things that I think a lot of people, similar to, why can I not think of what it's called when you get bit by a tick?
Lyme's.
Thank you.
Lyme's and
disease.
lupus are that same mysterious thing where you're treating it's all your body attacking itself.
And people, I think, have this weird, less so now, but even maybe 5 years ago, I think before COVID, especially, people were like, are you sure?
Well, because
there wasn't symptoms that were like, oh, you're getting cancer treatment. Oh, you have a broken arm.
No, I think it's still very prevalent where people will think that people with lupus or Lyme's or even rheumatoid arthritis is that one day you could see somebody freaking killing it in the gym and the next day they're down and out, because when your body starts attacking itself, you don't always know what the catalyst is. You don't know what the thing that is that starts it. You could have gotten a cold and your body all of a sudden starts treating your normal cells like they are invasive. Mm-hmm. So the whole concept around it is so mysterious. And like we've talked about before, you have to treat the symptoms. And if somebody with lupus in your life, you know that one day they could be posting something and having a great time, and the next they're like, I'm back in the hospital. And that's how quick it can turn.
And I know, like, so my sister Ellie, my youngest sister Ellie, has Lyme's, and hers, when she had COVID, for example, is what you're saying. It's like it took her out on a level that, just because her body already has this autoimmune issue, for years, little other things were happening.
Yeah.
And it all was correlated. And people were like, are you sure it's from this? You sure it's from that? And turns out it was like, no, I have Lyme's. No wonder things just knock me out so much harder than other people. Halsey is still, to this day, one of my at least most memorable music performances on SNL. Do you guys remember that episode where she painted an image while singing her heart out upside down? So it's one of those that you like don't know what they're doing on the floor, and then the camera turned and it was this phenomenal painting. I don't remember what.
I want to think it was a portrait of her. Yeah,
something. It was gorgeous, and you're like, you did that upside down in 3 minutes while performing live and singing. Like, girl, you are so insanely talented.
Yeah.
It just, like, I don't remember another performance that was such a striking, like, this person has talent oozing out of their pores.
I do love Halsey. I love her music.
She's awesome. She is awesome.
Yeah.
Glenn Powell has been making the rounds right now. He was just on Jake Shane's Therapist podcast on Wednesday. And a lot of different quotes are coming out, but one of them that people are trying to figure out is this run-in Glenn Powell had with a, quote, toxic celebrity who was recently canceled. He didn't say when this was, but he said that he was at a party. It was one of those big parties where, like, there's a lot of photographers, the paparazzi are there, and he was talking to this person, and he said, listen, like, this person had been in some of his and Glenn Powell's favorite movies. So Glenn Powell was like, this is great. It's so nice to meet you. I'm such a big fan. They talked for a little bit. And he was, in the back of my mind, I knew this actor had been recently canceled. I was a fan of their work, but not of their choices. And then a photographer was like, can I get a picture of you two together? And he goes, I had that moment of, like, I literally took a physical step away from him. And he goes, this person clocked it.
Yeah.
And I felt bad, but I was also like, I can't like be associated with this. That
would be a tricky sitch.
It'd be so awkward. You're having a conversation with someone, you know this, and you're like, I just want to tell them, like, I really like your work, But then somebody wants to put you with this person and you're like, whoa. Like he was aware enough to go, I don't want to be associated with that. And I think so many of us, especially Midwesterners, like Minnesotans,
I think we do it.
You would do it.
We'd
And
take
then
the
you'd be
photo.
like, oh my God, what am I doing? Because it would just blow up, right? Yeah. So names being tossed around for who this could possibly be. Do you guys have any guesses before I put these names out here? This actor who, again, had done a lot of work, very famous, but had been recently canceled. And so I'm guessing in the last couple of years, because that's when Glenn Powell's been bigger.
The House of Cards, what's...
Kevin Spacey?
Yeah, that's my brain.
Okay.
Yeah, that could definitely be. I was thinking like, and again, the fact that he says he was such a big fan of his work, I was thinking Armie Hammer just because they ran in the same circles for a while when Armie Hammer was big. But at the same time, I don't think, with the exception of maybe that one he did with Timmy, like he hasn't done a lot of stuff. I think Glenn Powell would be like, I was inspired by your work. So maybe Johnny Depp, possibly. But I'd say Johnny Depp, Armie Hammer, somewhere in there.
It's funny, Mike. Two of the top names are Johnny Depp and Armie Hammer. I think your guess was good, Britt, but I it's not one of the ones that people are like putting out there.
Yeah.
Ezra Miller is another one. I don't think that could be him. He hadn't been in a lot of stuff other than the Harry Potter shoot-off movies. Mm-hmm. What are they? The Fantastic Beasts.
Yeah.
And The Flash. I don't think his work in The Flash was inspiring.
Right. Will Smith.
Wow.
Will Smith was tossed around. That's a good guess.
I guess, because they're in Hollywood, so they're like more impacted by that. Because like I'd take a pic with Will Smith.
I know, but if it was right after the slap,
yeah,
you probably wouldn't, right?
Not if you're somebody who is like very conscious of your career,
right? And the last one that was thrown out was Russell Brand. I feel like out of the names that we talked about, Johnny Depp and Will Smith make the most sense, only because they've been in so many movies.
Yeah.
They have made a huge mark on Hollywood, and they also had within the last couple of years major moments of like, we're staying away from this one.
Yeah.
I think Will Smith is probably who it was, but we don't know. He never named names. He just said it was this uncomfortable moment that he's like, I just couldn't do it. I would not put my face with their face in a photo, no matter how much I appreciated their work. And the way he said, not their personal decisions. It's like, it's got to be one of those two. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know. It's weird.
Yeah.
Or maybe Armie Hammer too. I mean, he doesn't seem like someone who's been around long enough.
I was gonna say which one, like what of Armie Hammer's work where you're just like,
Call Me by Your Name would have been the only one.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. There's not real. I mean, I don't mean it in a rude way, but it's not like he is. I mean, part of me is like, because Kevin Spacey's back on the scene so much, and Kevin Spacey's is like an actor's actor,
right?
But it's probably less likely because I'm sure they'd run not similar circles. And I think he's in the UK now.
But he had also been canceled years ago. He said recently canceled at this party that he was at.
And I'm thinking he wouldn't have been at a party back then.
Yeah.
Like, because Glenn Powell wasn't that big.
So wait, when was this?
He doesn't say.
Okay.
He doesn't say, but when you think of Glenn Powell being at a party where like other really famous people are, probably within the last couple of years.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like, since I would think the earliest would be the Top Gun Maverick. Would be when he would maybe get invited to some of these parties, because then after that is when he really started, I think, taking off.
Yeah. Interesting.
I don't know that we'll ever know, but it's fun to play. It's fun to guess. Side note.
Yeah.
Glenn Powell, of all people too, having to be the one to be like, I can't take a photo with you. Do you think his dog was there? And do you think he used Brisket as like a...
Brisket he got last year during Twisters. So I was that's...
How do you know that?
I don't know, but I also know Olivia Benson is not dead now. So there's a lot of things going up in this headspace that isn't super helpful. Like knowing Brisket, and whenever you mention his name, I'm like, Brisket? Oh yeah, no, you adopted him last year during Twisters.
Okay, so Brisket would not have been a part of his escape route.
No, Brisket would never take a picture with a problematic actor. How
obviously not
dare you?
Bark his little head off.
Thank you so much for listening to the most accurate hot to go you've had in years. Please like, comment, all the things. It doesn't hurt my feelings. I love it. And make sure you share with somebody.